story time on my first period. So I was 13 years old when I started my first period, almost 14. And I remember I was getting a lot of discharge like for 2 years. And I didn't know what it was, and I wasn't really close to my mom, so I couldn't like talk to her about it. And that's one of the main reasons why I make these kind of videos, because like I know a lot of people don't have like somebody they can talk to about this kind of stuff. So anyways, I was having a lot of discharge and I was like, ew, what the heck is this? I felt like really uncomfy. And then one day, like in the morning, I was wiping and I noticed the discharge was a little bit brown. I was like, what the heck? I was really worried. And I literally just went throughout the rest of my day like nothing happened. But the discharge was like a really, really pale brown and white. And I got home from school. It was pretty late. I was like in track at the time. And I remember that day I didn't wear underwear, but I wore like running shorts. And they have like the underwear built into them. And the brown discharge stained my running shorts, and I was like, what the heck? I was really starting to worry. I went to the bathroom. I had to poop so badly. I went poop and I wiped and there was blood. I was so scared and I was like, oh my gosh, like I started my period. Like I knew it was my period, but then I also like just felt like, is this my period? And I felt like, what the heck's wrong with me? Like I'm scared. I told my dad at the time because I was living with him full time, and he literally was no help. He basically told me get out of the room and figure it out. I got some quarters and I went up to the corner store. It was Dollar General. I went to buy pads, but I didn't know the difference, so I bought panty liners. And as I was going in, the cashier swapped and it was a boy. And I remember I was scared because I was like literally paying in quarters and then was also buying like pads, panty liners. And then the next day at school, I remember I had to go to the bathroom like every single hour, like every single class, because like my, panty liners were so thin. But yeah, that's how I felt. I felt really uncomfortable, and I remember I was like annoyed, and I felt like the pads were like so like irritating. It's like it was like the same feeling like when you start wearing like a training bra. It's like, ew, I hate this, like I don't want this. But then after a minute, like you don't even really notice it anymore. So yeah, that was my first period story.